Hi there, this is Christina Presnell with the Knitting Lodge Resource Center, and I just want to walk you through really quickly the pattern for these basic top-down socks for kids. Very simple, very easy pattern. You can crank out a bunch of these. They only require 50 grams of sock yarn. So if you've got leftovers or you've got those small 50-gram skeins of the self-patterning or self-striping yarns in the fun colorways, bright colors, those are perfect. And they incite a lot of giggles and dancing in our house. So I hope they do the same for you. They're very quick to make, very easy, and lots of fun. So just very quickly, I'll walk you through how I made this pattern. And we started with a very, very loose cast on. This allows the child to get it out and off their foot by themselves easily, and if it's not comfortable, the kids aren't going to wear it. So for this particular sample, I used a stretchy cast on. You could also use to hold two double point needles together. You could cast onto a larger needle. There's lots of ways to cast on loosely, but the loose is important with the children. So then I went into a 2x2 ribbing here for 10 rows for 1 inch. So in mine, a 10 was 1 inch in my gauge. Whatever it takes to get 1 inch there to get a firm bit of ribbing would work well. Once I've cast on, though, I just want to walk you through very quickly the setup of these needles on double points. If you haven't set up double point needles in the past, this is what that looks like. When I talk in the pattern about needle 1, needle 2, and needle 3. With the join, the beginning of the round, in between needles 1 and 3 back here at the back of the triangle. Needle 1 would be set up in this case. There's a cast out of 52, so you would have 12 stitches. In order to keep it a multiple of 4 will be easier with your ribbing. 12 on both needle 1 and needle 3. I would go ahead and that would leave 28 on needle 2. If you have trouble joining your double points in the round to get started, it's okay to knit back and forth for a couple of rows on just 2 needles and then slip them onto the 3 needles and join in the round. You can always use your tail to close up any gap that's left over from that. So that's what it looks like to be set up on double point needles. And again, any gaps that are here at the beginning can be closed up. Just leave yourself probably 6 inches, 4 to 6 inches of tail there to do that with, and weave in. So once I completed the 2x2 ribbing for 1 inch, I went into stockinette stitch for another 3 inches on the sock, or 4 inches. For a child sock, you want to keep it between 4 and 6 inches as standard. If you go past that, you're going to need more yarn. You'll need to go to a 100-gram skein. So if you want knee highs or something, that's fine. You can follow this pattern. You'll just need more yarn. If you have a little gal with skinny legs, or you want some more negative ease or scrunch on this leg, it's fine to just carry this 2x2 ribbing all the way down to the heel. That's your choice. In the pattern, it's written as the stockinette, but you can carry this ribbing down if you prefer it that way. The heel is a standard heel flap, slip 1, knit 1, crossed, purl back, and that will get you, you do that for half the number of cast on stitches in this case. That would be, 28 rows. 26 rows, I'm sorry, 26 rows. You've cast on 52 here. So a standard heel flap down, 26 rows. Will give you the square, turn the heel, and then pick up again for the gusset and decrease back down to that 52 stitches. I went into stockinette for the heel. Again, you could carry ribbon down the front if you so chose. The kids aren't going to care. It's just a matter of making it fit and stay in their shoes so that they're comfortable. If they're comfortable, they're going to love them. For a child's foot, for my daughter, I carried it out 6.5 inches. I have the foot here to measure. If you've got the foot, that's great. Just knit to the end of the small toe, and that'll tell you when it's time to go ahead and decrease at the toe. If you don't have the foot to measure, don't despair. Standard for a size 1 to 3 shoe would be 6.5 to 7 inches from the back of the heel. So you'll be measuring from back here across the foot. 6.5, 7 inches will be time to close that heel, and that'll depend on the child, the size of their foot. And of course, at this age, they're growing quickly. So you may be tempted to leave extra room for them to grow into. But again, I remind you that if it's not comfortable, they're not going to wear it. So even if it's worn for a short time, it will stay on their feet better if it fits them better. For the decreased toe, that's standard, and then I went into a Kitchener stitch for the toe. Everything there is just fine, but these are a lot of fun. I hope there's lots of dancing and giggling in your house too. So thanks for joining in. Enjoy the pattern. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.